Alright guys, today we're at the Little Boston trailhead and we're going to do the first trail ride with the EBKAROCY, the legendary EBKAROCY. Okay, so we're going to do our first ride with that thing, and hopefully it'll do a lot better than that Ebike T14, which I think I'm going to sell because of its only 15-mile range. So yeah, it's not good enough for me. But anyway, so we're going to try this one out today. It's almost the same bike, except this has a 15 amp hour battery and that has a 10 amp hour battery, and that was the problem with that thing. All right. All right, guys, here we go with the EBKAROCY. Hopefully it'll get a little bit more mileage than the Ebike. Okay, the Ebike took a crap real quick like. This thing always looks like the steering wheel is cockeyed. Don't ask me why. If anybody else has this bike and it looks like that to you, when you're looking over the steering wheel, it always looks like it's been turned. It like always wants to keep moving that way. I don't know, it's very weird. Anyway, let's just get going here. We'll videotape for a little bit. We're in pedal assist 1 right now, which this is not a pedal assist bike. This is a throttle only bike, okay, to be honest. I'm going to have to stop and take this key off of here because you see all those keys are still hooked to it. And they are going to make lots of clanging. Okay, so we're not going to be doing any pedaling. We're just going to do throttle. Don't think the speedometer is showing up that well, but it's good enough for me to see it. It's so sunny out. I got the brightness turned all the way up on the phone, but it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. So we'll record for a little bit, and then we'll, just stop the recording, and then we'll just do the little periodic updates. This has that same, that same battery bouncing around issue as the Ebike, but, it is what it is. See, this steering wheel moved again. This is really weird because no matter how many times I'll turn that and straighten that out, it will always keep creeping back the other way. Even though I tighten the heck out of it, it still keeps doing it. It's weird. It's very strange. Now, I'm probably going to keep this bike, but the Ebike I'm probably going to get rid of because that mileage, that's just not 15 miles. Let me tell you something. Okay, so that bike went 15 miles and it's got a 10 amp hour battery. The electric XP Lite, which is a way bigger bike at a 20-inch bike. That thing the Ebike was a 14-inch bike. So the XP Lite went 17 miles on throttle only with a 7 amp hour battery. And that thing's got a 10 amp hour battery. It only did 15 miles. What's wrong with this picture? And it wasn't like it was the first ride. I charged that battery 4 times. So it wasn't like it was the first charge and it was, needed a couple charges to get equalized or whatever. It had already been charged 4 times. So yeah, so that's a big no-go for me. So I'll be selling that thing. I think I actually, no, I didn't list it this morning because I didn't put the photographs in there. I didn't take the photographs yet. I just decided last night that I was going to sell it after, getting the video all together and all that stuff. So yeah, well, that steering wheel walked back the other way again. I guess it just wants to be that way. And you can see it's cockeyed, okay, so. Maybe I'll just get it and wrench it. Maybe I'll put a clamp on it or something. But yeah, so. Yeah, and another thing too, when I was doing the range test yesterday with the Ebike, it's not like I had it wide open all the time. I was usually doing only, 14 or, yeah, I can't because I never could get it unlocked. So I'm not getting that 20 miles an hour. The maximum I could get was 16. That's as fast as I could get it to go. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer, man. Seriously. Okay, so we're at 1.22 miles. Yeah, 15 miles is pretty disappointing considering that the X5 did 19. As a matter of fact, the X5 did 19 and I still had battery left. Yep, that steering and the handlebars have completely walked all the way off to the right, even though I keep moving them over there and retightening it up. Now, I did take the seat off of the Ingui and put it on here, and took this seat from here and put it on the Ingui. And when I sell it, I think I'm gonna leave it like that because I can't stand that seats with that spring in there. It's very annoying to be bouncing up and down on that seat like that. I mean, some people like it, and that's fine. I don't like it. Yeah, pedaling these things is a waste of time, seriously. I mean, it's just going, it doesn't do anything. It just spins. So it doesn't have any speed sensor or whatever on there. Let me see this on M3. Ugh. Forget it. It's a waste of time. Boy, thank God I didn't get too far stuck with that goofy thing yesterday. I didn't have to walk that far or pedal. Oh, it's so hard to pedal that Ingui. Oh my goodness. It was like you were getting killed. Okay, let me stop real quick and straighten the handlebars out again. Okay, we made it to 2 miles. Yay! Might go get me a new GoPro, I don't know. And I'm still using this 9 and it's still working great. But maybe I'll get the 11. I don't know. Okay, well, I think I might have got it tightened up good enough this time because now doesn't seem to be moving. We'll see. Because it would move before all the time. I did another turn on the thing there, so maybe I just didn't have it tight enough. Who knows? Okay, 2.9 miles. So far, all the bars are still there. I love me some bars. I might just, ride this thing till it drops, just like I did with the other one. Who knows? It's nice having that little thing where you can pass up your car and go back the other way. Because, when you get back to the car and there's still plenty of battery, you can just go the other way. The bars are holding. Yeah, definitely, I think the Ingui is going to be being sold. Yeah, I was really disappointed in that 15 miles. I was actually kind of surprised, to be honest. lot colder out this way. Oh, there went a bar. Okay, so there goes a bar. We'll keep the video going until we get to the graveyard. So I got 5 miles on a bar. Now, of course, if I let off this throttle for a minute, that bar will come right back, right? And if I slow down a little bit, it'll probably do better because I've been actually running pretty fast, 17, 18 miles an hour. Well, we're rolling up on the cemetery. Nothing really happening here. There's a bunch of people, but we'll pull over for a sec. I'll get a drink. I'm kind of tired today. I'll get a drink and a little break. Okay, so we're at 5.83. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut the video now, and then we'll pick it back up. All right, guys, we made it to the Buena Vista trailhead, and 7.49 miles, and there's 1 bar, probably almost 2, missing out of this thing. So, yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going on this thing because there's plenty of battery to get back. So we're gonna keep going. Okay, so I stopped here. There's a couple of chickens up here having a little bite. All right, guys, we made it back, or not back. We didn't make it back anywhere. We made it to the Red Waterfall, which is 9.13 miles away from the car. So, yeah. Nice day to come out and ride. I tell you, it's pretty nice. It's just a very little hint of chilliness. So I'm glad I wore this sweatshirt here, because if I didn't, I'd be freezing. But yeah, everything's going good. We're gonna head back now. All right, guys, I made it 12.43. So we're still cruising. We still got lots of bars left. So I'm gonna be making it back home, no problem with this thing. So yeah, looking good. Okay, I'm rolling up on that house again with the chickens. These little babies. Yeah, they're having some lunch. All right, guys, I made it back to this little rest stop, and it's exactly 16 miles. And I still got some bars. So this has already went further than the Ingui, okay? So I would tell you, anybody, get this over the Ingui. Bigger battery, more features. It's just a nicer bike, you know, it's just a nicer bike. It actually has that phone holder in there I like too, so yeah, definitely get this over the Ingui. Ingui, no dice, get this one. Now the Ingui does have the rear shocks, but really I don't see any difference. That's why this one had the spring-loaded seat, which I don't like. So this is actually the seat for the Ingui, and I'm keeping that on there. And I'm gonna just, when I sell the Ingui, it can have the EBKAROCY seat. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna sell that Ingui. Yeah, this is way better. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going here because of course we still got a few miles to get back to the car. All right, guys, we made it back to the Boston trailhead. And we have a 18.26 miles, and we got a little bit of battery left, so we're gonna keep going. All right, guys, we're still going. We're at the 18.42 miles. It's starting to get a little. The temperature's dropping a little, so it's feeling a little chillier than it was earlier. Okay, so we're still going strong with the EBKAROCY. The trail's a little bumpier over this one. Oh, this bike rides smooth as glass, but it has that same issue with that controller rattling back there. So I'm gonna have to do something about it. So we still got 2 bars left. Of course, this hill could kill one, right? We could die on this hill. But since I pedaled up, it didn't seem to hurt the bar that much. Okay, so we're at 19.46. Still going strong. Okay, so I'm going to turn around now. I don't want to get all up into going up this hill and going down the other side and all that crap over there where Ivy crashed. That rear tire seems like it lost a little air. But hey, so what? No, we still got a couple of bars left, so yeah, I'm real happy with this thing. Wow. So, you know I can get 20 plus on here. No doubt. No doubt. Well, I'm down to the last bar, guys. I got one bar left, so I'm gonna go over here and take a picture. Check these tires again. I'm gonna go in here and get a thumbnail. I think that rear tire lost some air. That's okay. We're good enough. We got our cartridges here if I have to use them. Let me check that tire. Oh, it's definitely like flat. Okay. Let me see here. Definitely. So that probably hurt the front one's hard as a brick. That's how I usually make them. But I'm sure that hurt the mileage a little bit. Yeah, that thing's flat. Okay, so basically I got a flat tire here on the rear. Okay, I got it to take some air. And I'm going to hurry up because I can hear the leak. So it must have a nail in it or something. Oh, get up there, kickstand. I got to get going. Okay. So obviously that nail I just ran over must have just happened. Those CO2 cartridges are great for this crap because no matter how far the tires blowed off of the rim, it'll pump it sucker right up. Where a regular pump won't because that CO2 just blasts right in there. So now I gotta go home and fix this dang tire. Hopefully I'll make it. Woo-hoo. Must have ran over one of these twigs or something. That's the first flat I ever had in 3 years of riding these bikes and scooters non-stop. First time I ever had a flat. Well, that's why you bring that emergency kit, right? I finally got that hose to work. Oh, and the battery's flashing. So we made it 21 miles. And the battery finally gave up the ghost. It's over there flashing. Okay, so now I got something to do tomorrow when it's raining. Fix the EBKAROCY tire. Maybe I'll take the back wheel off of the Ebike. Okay, I made it. Oh, there's still a little drop of air in the tire. So I think that I really wasn't riding on the flat for a long time, to be honest. Sorry guys, I'm getting over a really bad cold. Yeah, I don't think I was riding on that flat for a long time. I think it just came up. Actually, there's still a little bit of air in the tire. But I'm gonna have to clean everything up and fix the tire. No big deal. Piece of cake. So yeah, bike got pretty dirty today on this trail. So the total was 21.28 miles. The top speed was 20 miles an hour. So yeah, ran great, man. Ran great. Ingui. All right, guys, have a nice day.